Chat room, let me know when you see me or hear me, okay? Anybody? Nobody see or hear me? Oh, okay. Flying out. Do you see me both places? See and hear. Okay. YouTube is good. Okay. And not yet on our own. Hey, chat room. Oh, after the dumb ad. Okay. All right. And are we being seen? Oh, okay, great. So we're in both places. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for... It is time for... What is going on?
It's kind of like...
What is going on?
It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host...
Chat room, you hearing any sound?
Mathematics writer and the Giz Wiz, Dick DeBartolo.
You hearing sound? I am not hearing anything. What? Oh, well, this is a drag. I don't hear a thing here. All right. I don't know why that is. It was low at first, didn't it first? Great. Okay. I wish I could hear my own sound. When Dwindle comes into the room, he can tell me how I can check why my speakers are not working. All right. So we had a weird thing with George Davis, okay? He called my old Android phone. He called my old Android phone yesterday using FaceTime, okay? And someone said, you can call an Android phone with FaceTime, but it has to be a newer phone. So I have a Pixel 7, and George called that. And we talked, and I showed him how I can hold the phone up to the camera. And now today, he's not sure exactly how that happened yesterday. So he may phone in, and we'll just have audio, okay? In the meantime, Dwindle. Hey, Dwindle. I'm on OBS, and I cannot hear sound back. Do you know where that control is? Like when the theme plays? Like, let me put up. You're hearing Charlie's theme, chat room? Right? You hearing Charlie's chat room? Charlie's theme chat room? Yes, okay. Wait a minute. George Davis.
Yep.
Hey, George.
Yes.
All right, let me put you on speakerphone. Hang on.
Sure.
Okay. You couldn't find the face link, right?
Has the show started?
The show has started, and you're on it. Say something. The chat room's waiting. George? Hey, George? George, are you there? George, I can hear you. George? Oh. Speak again. Yeah, say. Go again.
What? Say again?
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, good.
So George, where exactly are you?
I'm in Santa Monica at a rehab center to help build up my legs.
Now, did you get a new pacemaker?
I did. It took about an hour to put in. It knocked me out.
I hope.
And yeah, there's no pain at all. It went really well. So after I put it in, they just told me one restriction: don't lift your left hand above your head, and no heavy lifting.
Is that George? Is that forever, or is that like for the next couple of weeks?
I don't know how long a period. Well, probably heavy lifting and not lifting your hand above your head probably for quite a while.
Okay.
They just don't want me to have any chance of something going wrong.
And George, when they put the pacemaker in, were you out for hours, or did you wake up like an hour late? No.
Probably about an hour later.
And was there pain the next day, or the pain when you came?
No pain, no pain at all. And right now it's been about a week or so, and it's starting to itch.
Your heart is starting to itch.
No, not my heart, but just the incision where they have
Oh.
to put the batteries and stuff
Okay.
in with the pacemaker. It's just itching a little bit, but there's no pain involved at all. It was great.
Okay. What is it to take double A's or triple A's, George?
I don't know.
Actually,
I'll ask them.
yeah. Do you know how long they said a battery does last? Is it like years, or is it
Yeah, I'm sure it's years.
Years?
A couple years.
a couple of years? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it must not use much power. All it does is just regulate the beat of your heart, probably like a clock on the wall. It's just enough power to keep the clock running at the right pace. That's about it.
Okay. Okay. That's really great. And you feel good? And
I
how
feel
much?
real good.
Yeah. And your leg therapy is several times a day?
Twice a day. They do a lot of exercises, different types of exercise. They put 1 and 2 pound weight grips on my legs, and they have me doing different types of exercises with that to slowly help build up my legs. And
Oh.
they have kind of a balance type thing with the weights to keep me, because when you lay around for a while and your legs aren't used, you can lose your balance. But and initially that was the reason why I fell, probably because my heart was not beating at the proper rate it should be. Somebody my age should be beating 60 or more times a minute, and I was going 50 to 60 times a minute. And
Okay.
that's probably the reason why I fell in the first place.
Okay. Okay. And did it give you an estimate of how long you'll be there?
Um, I don't know. No, they haven't told me yet.
Okay.
I'm going to ask them how much longer. Is the chat room listening right now?
Of course, you're actually on the show. Oh,
Oh.
you can't be watching.
Hello, chat room. Hello, I miss you guys so much. I mean, I even though I do the show every week, I do them from here. It's still fun doing the show, and I'm glad you guys enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah. Dan says hello, George. Loke says we're eavesdropping on you, George. Hey, Frank. Frank says, hey, George. Morgus, hey, George. Get well soon. Eric, Becky, we miss you, George. James, hey, George, we love you, George. Pack NW.
Hey, as a cartoon with cartoon Chuck was, what isn't it? Cartoon Rick there.
Wait, say that again?
Cartoon Rick.
Oh, Cartoon Rick. Oh, yeah, Cartoon Steve.
Steve.
Yes, cartoon.
I wanted. He did a picture of me so well. I got it in my room. I put it up. Thank you, Cartoon Chuck.
Cartoon Steve, actually.
Yeah.
I went to the wrong camera there. So, George, yeah. So, can you watch the show while you're talking, or?
I'm gonna try to turn it on right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, George, in the next couple of weeks, when we figure out the FaceTime thing again, we'll do this again, and we'll have you on camera. Maybe when you're released from the hospital in 2 weeks or whenever it is.
Yeah, and I want to tell everybody in the chat room, Dick and I've been trying to work where we can do a FaceTime call so you can see me and as well as him. And he's been so great trying to help. We got it done yesterday. It worked. So maybe in time when I get out, we'll get it worked out where I can be on all the time or part of the time at least.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. You can be chat room celebrity of the week anytime you want. The chat room is saying, George, have the nurses show you how to use it.
I'll try to find somebody. Yeah.
Okay. George, this was great. At least we got to hear your voice. George, you sound great.
Yeah.
For a man who just got a pacemaker.
Yeah. Pardon?
I said it's a nurse talking to you?
No. Somebody just came in the room, but no.
Okay.
So the pacemaker, what?
No, I was going to say, you sound great for a person who just had a pacemaker put in. You sound wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it's no problem getting a pacemaker. Anybody that needs one. It's just because your heart runs slow, they'll put a pacemaker in, and there's no bad object. I think maybe 2 or 3 years you have to go in for a simple operation or cut to have them put a new battery in. So no problem.
That's great. George, this is great. Thank you so much, George.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
I enjoyed doing it. I loved it doing it for the chat room the chat room.
Well, George, the chat room loves you. You're going to watch the show later, so I'm leaving the chat room up here just for a second so you can see what they're all saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll watch a rerun or something. To get my iPad going and see if I can get it going on here.
Okay. And George, while you're there, can you do photos for next week? You sent photos for this week.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. This is great. Okay, George, take care.
Thank you, and thank you all, everybody. Thanks for all the. It's overwhelming sometimes, but thank you so much for all your good words and praying for me. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
Well,
yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
I love you guys. I love you guys because I love doing the show, and you love being on the show or watching the show and doing the show. It's just good for everybody.
It is.
Dick is so great reading all the comments you guys put out. So I appreciate that too, Dick.
Well, it's great. It's great. You're a big part of this show, George.
Well, thank you.
Take care.
Okay. Sure, thank you.
Okay.
I'll try to watch a rerun of the show.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost needed tissues too. What can I tell you? They're the Giz Fiz family. We're the Giz Fiz family. And next week, let's all get pacemakers. What the hell? All right, so speaking of photos and George Davis, he did send in photos. And Dwindle, are you in chat yet? Oh, Dwindle just quit. Boo! When Dwindle comes back, I have to find out how I could turn on my own sound here. Okay, so let's find George's photos, and don't do for that because. All right, photo number 1. Oh, he had to go somewhere? Okay. Photo number 1 is a steamroller. Okay, photo number 1 is a close-up of a steamroller, and we see a building under construction in the background. So we're doing captions for that photo. Steamroller. It doesn't seem to be anybody in it. And now we can do the steamroller and me and the chat room. Okay. Does anybody else use OBS? I don't know why I have no speakers. 111? No. Okay. What happened to the driver? So this is how they make fruit roll-ups. You're on my sledgehammer? No, my steamroller. Ready to roll. 1 more inch and I'm dead. What I used to roll out the dough for the world's biggest pizza pie. If you get run over by this and you do go flat, and then you'll spring back up. This is what the Jolly Green Giant uses to make pancakes. Steamroller on the way to Arthur Dent's house. Steamroller's on a roll. Runaway steamroller. I need to roll my lawn. Will this do it? Time to start the new day with a blank slate. I said the pancakes need to be flatter. And we'll end the spaceman. That's overkill for making mud pies, kids. All right. And George said, for the steamroller, my caption is, I remember when they used to come flatten out our street when it was full of holes and bumps, and they used this kind of machine. All right, photo number 2. Wow. It looks like a homemade pie crust. And the baker is holding a piece of raw dough in their hand, carefully knitted or kneaded. This looks very decent. I like dough when it's not cooked, but for a pie, I think it should be cooked. All right, so we're looking at a pie just before it's popped into the oven. I'm hooked on pie making. Oh, Pack, great. Must be mince for Christmas. American is apple pie. Rapunzel apple pie. Loke said it's crust pie. That I wouldn't like. Pie all round. Bake me a pie. Damn, I made it so pretty I have to redo it because I forgot the filling. That's very funny. Space. Johnny B said, how many blackbirds are in that pie? Giz easy as pie. Paul said, working on a dough sweater and matching socks. Apple pie, bye-bye. This happened right after I said I'll make mincemeat out of you. How many eels are in that pie? Waiter, I said rum pie, not raw pie. Tang. Caesar, mud pie inside. D-Class said that crust is a question mark to indicate what's in this thing. Will it puff up and form a volcano, Dale? Pack says, oh no, where did my engagement ring go? Caesar, if you put extra crust on it, will a tower appear? Martron said, blueberry. I asked for apple. And we'll end with, dun, 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 Dick. Oh, Dwindle's back. Dick, I have a question for you. How many blackbirds? We'll end with how many blackbirds. Let me go to George Full. George said, for the pie crust. My caption is, my aunt said this is the best way to make crust. No matter what the pie is inside, you'll see. That crust does look pretty decent. And I'll go to the next photo. And while you're doing captions, I'll talk to Dwindle on the show. Photo 3. It's just raisins, okay? It's just raisins. And Dwindle, my question is, I do not hear my own audio. And I don't know where a control would be for my sound. Although, you know what? I just saw a loose cable. I'm going to play my theme for 1 minute. No, that didn't solve anything. Okay. Dried grapes. How many can you eat? 242 raisins. Oh, raisinette rejects. Heard it through the grapevine, sun-made raisins. Raisins, heck. Somebody cover these in chocolate, please. Do you have any cherries? No, just raisins. Who let the rabbits in here? My grapes have dried up. Are they good to eat? Let's have a funeral for the dead grapes. 2 scoops of raisins. Ranger Rick said, raisin jigsaw puzzle. The sun poured 2 giant scoops of these in the sky. It's an apocalypse. I like this photo back when they were just grapes. Is it raisin? How dare you ask me that? Oh, Mary said, is it raisin? Jack says, how dare you ask me that? Have on your headphones? No, because it plays through the speaker so Dennis can hear the show. We're sure raisins, or we have goats around. And we're going to end with, can you pick out the one that is not actually a raisin, says Tangfish. You know, there is one. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. Chat room, does my cursor show up on camera? I guess it doesn't. Anyway, there's one here that doesn't. Can you see my cursor moving? Probably not. Okay. All right. So, too late to make wine. Nope. You don't. All right. So, George said, for raisins, my caption is, these raisins will put out in the sun to dry. Look how well they look now. Great. All right. And we'll do photo 4. Wow. A pizza pie. You know, let me just go back to that for a minute. Let me see. You know, I see pepperoni, but well, I'll read George's caption at the end. To me, it's a pepperoni pizza. Okay, pepperoni pizza. Thick crust pepperoni, says Eric. Pack a pizza dream for the OCD person. Oh, because it's so carefully laid out. A little too perfect and shiny not to be a prop for a pizza ad, Paul. Declare pineapple upside down pizza. How did you manage to say that? Who said that again? Declare, because George says something about pineapple in his caption. Too accurate for pepperoni count. That's what I had last night for dinner, said Mad Frank. Looks yummy. Pizza made by an OCD chef. Is that because everything is so neatly arranged? Don't complain. Everyone gets an equal amount of pepperoni. Pizza perfect. That's my kind of pie chart, says Johnny. Pepperoni pizza on a stuffed crust, Stephen. Ranger Rick. Somebody said pizza pie, bring it on. Pack, looks like a really thick pizza. And Declare said, it's only obvious. Really? We'll end with Caesar, who says math can't be delicious? Exactly 5 pepperonis per slice. Let me go back to the photo. Now, how you got pineapple out of that? Because here's George's caption. I'll be adding some pineapple pieces soon, and then we'll all be eating it. So I don't know. First of all, has anybody ever put pineapple, pine pepperoni? Pine pepperoni, Johnny says. You ever hear pizza? Oh, Dennis has heard of pizza, pineapple pizza. Blasphemy, yes, spaceman. No pineapple ever. Pineapple on a pizza should be illegal. Oh my gosh. Let's not start the pineapple on pizza argument. Oh, is that a thing? It's yellow cheese pineapple is very contentious in the pizza world. Wow, Magoo said I like both together. That is really weird. All right, let's move on to photo 5, hopefully with less controversy. Just a beautiful lake. Okay, a beautiful lake surrounded by trees. And looks like a couple of buildings in the far off distance. But it looks like almost like the lake cut off from everything else and surrounded by trees. But it's whatever you want it to be, okay? Whatever you want it to be. A huge resort, says Pack. Don't let the beavers out. I'd go up in a plane. Those trees all look like broccoli. And we'll start the bull there. Hey, look, it's a nice pretty lake where we can dump all those gross pineapple pizzas, says Paul. Want to go for a swim? Not beautiful enough. Take another picture. Took a little hike. Well worth the trek, says Giz. Yellow-green olives are tasty on pizza. That I might try. Becky. Spaceman bulldozing like a resort on a lake in the mountains, says Stephen. When did the Grizzlies attack? Raven. Pack says a classic idyllic photo. D-Class says sewage treatment facility for the city across the way. I haven't left Los Angeles in maybe 10 years, Sniffle, says Mad Frank. Dan says Jack Nicholson driving up here to stay for the winter and write his novel. Oh, yes. What was the name of that? That movie, Chatroom? Jack Nicholson movie, Up in the Sticks. Looking along the river with 1,000 islands, a lake that is fishing for compliments. The Shining. Somebody tell Paul Bunyan not to pee here, says Mandy. Cheap land, clear it yourself, Eric. The moat's supposed to go around the castle, not next to it, says Martron. If Smokey goes crazy, he won't have those trees. The Shining, thank you. We know, let's see, this is the lake where a big corporation dumps the toxic sludge, says Travis. Only saw it a few years ago. Oh, we're talking about The Shining. And we'll end with, quick, get Ansel Adams here, the famous photographer. All right. So let's see what George said. George said, for the beautiful lake, my caption is, the way that lake is laid out, we can get plenty of sunshine and warmth all the time. All right. And now 6 of 6. 6 of 6, if you're just doing audio, it is a kitten in a kitten-sized hammock. Okay, a kitten in a kitten-sized hammock. All right. Ready for my cat nap. Too cute to be real. She said, I sold some of my treats to purchase this. Who told you to stop pushing? What if there's a normal size hammock and a really, really big kitten? Come get me some iced tea on the double, says Tang. Heckanos needs catnip. Perfect place to relax, Mad Frank. Time for my midday cat nap. Lazy bones singing in the sun, resting up after a long, hard day of cat napping. Ever since I named him Homer Simpson, that's all my kitty does. Sold exclusively to cat ladies. Meow Meow Hammock. Cats in the hammock. Kitty perch. Where's my catnip? I can get it for you, but my claws are caught in the strings. So where is my dinner? Catbird seat. And we'll end with Mandy the Clown. Honey, I think the cat ate the bananas and is using the bag.
I think it's for a fruit basket.
It's a what?
A fruit basket.
Oh, it's a fruit basket. Oh, okay. I got it. Cat in the bag. Okay, that was 6 of 6. So we will do... oh, we have to do George's... see what George put for that. For the kitty in a hammock. My caption is, it's about time they made equipment like this for animals. They feel like they fit right in with us. That is a cute little hammock. Okay, and we're going to do some facts from Georgia Davis. What letter of the alphabet does not appear in, it says in any other state, but that doesn't make sense. I think what letter does not appear in any state's name? What letter of the alphabet does not appear in any state's name? Oh, chat room. Yeah, oh my God. You know, is there a Z state?
Arizona.
Oh, you're right. Yes, the answer is Q. Scotland has how many different words for snow? I don't know how you would know this, but you can take a guess. How many total words does Scotland have for the word snow? I don't know, 20. There's a surprising number of right answers here. People Googling. That's no fun. That's no fun. You have a guess? No idea. Okay. Well, what did I say? 24? About 300? Space says, my dad has a lot of words for snow, but I can't say any of them here. Manny said, I don't know what they have for snow, but they have 18 for crap. The answer on this sheet is 42. And there were 3 42s that went by. Very suspicious. This is true or false? This is a very weird question. The cigarette lighter was invented before the cigarette. Oh, okay. 42 is the answer to the universe. Oh, okay. Thank you. The cigarette lighter was invented before the cigarette. Oh, Oh, you know what? Chat room, you're probably right. Because I'm thinking of a cigarette lighter in a car, and I'm thinking, well, why would they invent a lighter in a car before they had cigarettes? But you're probably right. Meaning, one of those Zippo things. So it is true. Oh, true or false? Most lipstick contains fish scales. Most lipsticks contain. Wow. Wow. It's true. The answer is true about the lighter. Holy cow. True, and bug guts too. Yes, Mad Frank, yes. Caesar said, if that's true, why aren't there more pretty fish? That is so funny. That is so funny. Yes, it's true. Most lipstick contains fish scales. Hazel Bishop new tuna lipstick. What's the smallest mammal in the world? It's very hard. What is the smallest? You know what? This is very strange answer. The smallest mammal in the world. A shrew. Gary. Mice, a bat.
Yeah, mice are
A mole, a vole. A vole? I'm not even sure I know what a vole is. A mouse? I'll tell you the answer, chat room. I didn't even. The answer is a bumblebee.
That's an animal.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes me. Chat room. No, it's not, right?
Couldn't be. For insects.
No, it says bumblebee bat. They aren't mammals. Yeah, someone bumbled. Oh, that's funny. Someone bumbled that answer. Not a mammal. That's what I thought. Wow. How many days would it take a drop of water to travel the length of the Mississippi River? That's got to be one tired drop of water. Oh, 42 is big these days. Now that I know it. A drop of water. I don't even know how long. The Mississippi is the longest river in the United States, but I don't know how long. 70 days. 30 days. Oh! Longer in coach. 4.2, 8 days if it travels by boat. All right. The answer on this sheet is to travel the length of the Mississippi River, a drop of water has to travel for 90 days. 90 days. Someone was close. I think they said 80. What? Caesar. Oh, it's the bumblebee bat. Bumblebee bat is the world's smallest mammal. Yeah, donated $25 today to Wikipedia because, I don't know, they're running out of money or something. And my God, Wikipedia is amazing. Just amazing. So if you want to donate to something, Wikipedia. One final question. It's very good. How many calories do you get when you lick an American stamp? How many calories do you get when you lick an American stamp? 2. 1. 0.42, says Becky. 0.03. You get 1/10 of a calorie. 1/10 of a calorie. But in Great Britain, if you lick a stamp, how many calories do you get? They're loaded with sugar for Americans, says Spaceman. In Great Britain, how many calories do you get when you lick a stamp? 6. 4.2. 8. 5 and rotten teeth. You're much closer on this one. 0.1. All right, in Great Britain, you get... Martron says, I dip my stamps in chocolate before I lick them. In Great Britain, stamps contain... Licking a stamp in Great Britain is 5.9 calories.
What kind of glue did
I don't know. They must ice the stamps. They must ice the stamps. All right. So we'll do some logo. Let's see. Oh, in the Nintendo game, what's the name of Luigi's brother? In the Nintendo game, what is the name of Luigi's brother? I have to take a sip, chat room. Carlos, Luigi, Mario, Jimmy, Jimmy the Nose, Paul Rubens, Wario? No. It is indeed Mario. Boy, this is hard. They give you a choice of 4, but I'm going to see if someone can guess it without giving the choices. What is depicted on the tail of an Alaskan Airlines plane? What is depicted on the tail of an Alaska Airlines plane? Polar bear, face of an Eskimo, human face, A native Alaskan. Zigzag Man. You know, chat room, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I assume it is a local native. It's Inuit. Inuit. Yes. So that must be Inuit? Is that how you say it? Inuit. Okay. Oh, great. Inuit. Super. Well, chat room, that was very good. A lot of you did know that. What? What's the name of a U.S. clothing brand that consists of a Mexican city and the chemical element with the symbol AU? What? The name of which U.S. clothing brand consists of a Mexican city and the chemical element with the symbol AU? Acapulco Gold, Tijuana Silver, Gold Chinchilla, Veracruz Gold, Chico's Gold. Spelling doesn't count, but several of you have it. Acapulco Gold. Acapulco Gold. That's very good. Wow. All right, we'll do one more and then some facts. Oh, by the numbers. Usually most cards are pot luck by the numbers. Originally called totem stores, what convenience store changed its name to reflect the hours they're open? Oh, this is going to be hard. Originally named totem stores. Yeah. 7-Eleven. Easy. Oh. This is going to be more difficult, chat room. Despite its name, which fashion retailer founded in 1984 sells clothing and accessories for men and women of all ages? Despite its name, which fashion retailer founded in 1984 sells clothing and accessories for men and women of all ages? Crib to Crypt, 21 and under, Forever 21, The Dress Barn. Chat room, very, very good. A lot of you have it. It is Forever 21. Forever 21. What? Which company is named after the number of pairs of chromosomes in the human cell? Company named after the number of pairs of chromosomes in a human cell. Five Below. That's very funny. 23andMe. 23 and someone else. 21 minus 1 and you. That's very funny. 23 Skidoo. It is indeed 23 and me. What three-digit number is the name of the Boeing wide-body plane referred to as the jumbo jet? All right. All right. Boy, they're having a hard time, aren't they? Boy, what it must be like to be like the most famous airframe builder in the world, and then it seems like planes just start falling apart. The 747, oh my God. When I first started writing Match Game, and it moved to California, the 747 was just being put in service. And in first class, on a 747 there's an upstairs, okay? And the very first 747, and it was that way for almost a year, the upstairs was merely a lounge for first class.
Piano, right?
It had a little piano. Some did and some didn't. Had an open bar, a do-it-yourself bar, and as soon as you got on the airplane, you put your baggage up, and you went upstairs, and you mixed yourself a drink, and they had prosciutto and melon, all kinds of hors d'oeuvres on the bar. And then you could lounge up there if you wanted. And then when dinner was served, a steward would come up and say, dinner is being served. We could bring it up here if you like, but it would be easier if you could eat in your seat. It was just astounding. And then when they realized how much money they were throwing away, that became business class. So it was coach. First class stayed first class, and upstairs was business class. And the cockpit was up there, too. All right, so now, wow, time's going fast. I guess we'll go right into... When I fly baggage class. Oh, and the funny thing is, on, I guess, the first flight out there, when I was picking up my ticket, you had to pick up your ticket. A guy came by in an American Airlines uniform and he said, "Would you like to try something new? We're starting a thing called a frequent flyer plan." And I said, "Well, what is that?" And he said, "Every time you fly, you get points, and then you will turn them in for a free flight or an upgrade." I said, "Oh, I don't know." And he said, it's absolutely free. It's just an add-on thing." And I said, "Oh, okay." So I joined. And that was, who knows how long ago that was. That was a long time ago. Anyway, one great thing about when you fly, but when I went out to California to do a show called That's My Line, not What's My Line, That's My Line, where we had people who had very bizarre occupations, and you didn't guess it. Bob Barker was the host. Bob Barker would interview the person, and we'd do videos of their life. I mean, the one that I kept closing my eyes, the blind carpenter building bookcases. Anyway, they rented me a house in the Hollywood Hills, okay? And they drove me up there. You could see for miles. And it was Mark Goodson's secretary dropped me off, and I said, "How do I get out of here?" And she said, "Well, I'll pick you up in the morning." Anyway, I lasted 3 days at that place. You could not walk to anywhere. You were in the middle of nothing. And I went to Jonathan Goodson and I said, "What do you pay for that thing?" And he said, "I don't know, $7,000 a month or whatever it is." I said, "I'll make a deal. It'll save you money." He said, "You don't have to go any further. If it saves me money, you can do it." I said, "Great. I'm going to take a motel a block from here, and I'm going to fly home every third weekend, and it'll cost you less than that." And he said, "Okay, do that." So the great thing about flying back and forth like every 3 weeks is you don't have luggage, because when your first trip out, you bring stuff, and you have an apartment or with a motel. I rented for I guess I rented it for 3 months. So anyway, it makes travel really easy. Okay, ta-da! We're going to do some match game. And I don't know why that did not come up. Okay, now it did come up. Let me just see something here. No. What is... I got a tiny bit of sound coming up. Okay. Harry said our new Friday office dress code is ridiculous. Everybody has to wear blank on Friday. New Friday dress code is absolutely crazy. Okay, I'll do it again. Sorry about that. I left the phone on in case for the George thing. The new office policy is weird. Everybody has to wear blank on Fridays. You got your paper and pen? You got a piece of paper for me? Everybody has to wear blank on Fridays. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I did have a tiny bit of music, and maybe... Okay. New office policy is weird. Everybody has to wear blank on Fridays. All right, I have not looked up yet, and I'll look up now. Fig leaf, clown noses, tar and feathers, diapers, slippers, funny house slippers, pajamas, tuxedo, armor. Their Sunday best, Thursday night dinner, hula skirts. Oh no, I don't have one. A smile, a party hat, G-string and pastries, a robe. I said a bathing suit. No, matches, a bathing suit. Okay, Dennis said. Oh, Dennis said nothing. You got some matches. Nothing. Oh, I got some matches. There was some earlier. Thank you, chat room. The magician was so amazing.
How amazing was he?
He didn't pull a rabbit out of a hat. He pulled a blank out of a hat. The magician was truly amazing. He didn't pull a rabbit out of a hat. He pulled a blank out of a hat. $1 million? A human head? Elephant? Himself? That would be funny. A skunk, my finger. A Boeing 747. Now that's a magician. Okay, Dennis, magician, was so amazing he didn't pull a rabbit out of a hat. He pulled a blank out of a hat. Oh, he pulled a woman.
The person?
Person, you can have it. And I indeed got 2 matches. He pulled an elephant out of a hat. Okay. Oh. Bizarre Bob was so bizarre, he used his blank to type on the keyboard. Bizarre Bob was so bizarre, he used his blank to type on the keyboard. All right, there are family-friendly answers. They are family-friendly answers. We saw Bob at the office used his blank to type on the keyboard. I'm going to look up now. Earlobe, head, face, chin, chopsticks, fountain pen, eyelashes. Did no one say... No one said nose? Chat room, anybody say nose? A nose. Okay, there we are. And Dennis said...
There's one earlier.
Oh, there was one earlier. He used his tongue. Actually, his tongue is a great answer. Yeah. In an early match game show, it never made air until they started making rules. Fanny Flagg said genitalia as her answer, which back then was quite shocking. And that's when they came up with all the rules. You don't say butt. You don't say you don't say ass. You say, I forgot what you said. Fanny? Yeah, Fanny. Anyway. You don't say breast, you say boobs. Tiny Tom Thumb is so tiny, instead of a horse, he rides a blank. Tiny Tom Thumb is so tiny, instead of a horse, he rides a blank. Instead of a horse, he rides... Oh, bumblebee, that's funny. A mouse. Oh, a mouse is good. Oh, a seahorse. These are better. A cricket. A horsefish. An ant. Oh, my God, I just said a doggy. I got no matches. Dennis, what did you say? A fly is good. An ant. Oh, ant, right. Yep, very good. All right, one more chat room, and then we'll bring in Charlie. Let's see here. The chef's recipe was a disaster because instead of sugar, he used blank in the recipe. The chef's recipe was a disaster because instead of sugar, he used blank in the recipe. This is hard. Instead of sugar, he used... Chat room, I'm going to get no matches. I'm going to get no matches. Baking powder, talcum powder. There you go. There you go. Corn syrup, magnesium citrate. Super glue. Powder. Did you have an answer?
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Charlie, not yet. All right, Charlie, not yet. All right. I said Ajax, all right? I was looking for something that you could sprinkle in. So I got... okay, you want to turn the overhead on a bit? because we're going to meet our star mascot. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Charlie the dog. Charlie, don't scratch me, please. Charlie. Okay. Oh. Let me get this out of the way so I can get to Charlie's theme. Charlie. Okay. Charlie. Okay, he wants to see the people at home. Oh boy, Charlie. Waggy tail, Charlie, look at that tail go. Look at that, whoa. Swatting with his tail, that is it. Look at that boy. Snack time is always welcome with Charlie, absolutely. Chat room, that was so touching with George. He has teared up on the phone talking about the chat room. He just loves doing those pictures and those facts and seeing your reaction to them. He's great. All right, so this has been, let's see. Tomorrow night is Giz Wiz. Next Wednesday is another Giz Fiz. Next Thursday, I'm on a panel for a new documentary called When We Went Mad. So Giz Wiz, not next week, but the week after, is on a Friday. And I think it's Thursday. There's no show Thursday the 22nd. It's Friday the 23rd of August, okay? The When We Went Mad is on the 22nd. You have been watching Giz Fiz, Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DeBartolo, Charlie the Growling Dog, Dennis Wonderland. Did I say that? I'm so lost. Scooter X, Jammer B didn't make it tonight. Hawks Post. We're going to credits. Okay, put up your credits, everybody. Now we're going to start with this. We'll give you a chance to put up your own credits. And then there's one more credit. Produced by Sir Wags a Lot, so don't blame the Giz Wiz on everything. Here we go. Charlie Stunt Double. Dan. Jamez, producer in charge of Miniature Mammal Talent. Ranger Rick, Stage Clearing Department. Pizza Inspector, Pack. Tang, the Toothbrusher. Charlie Fans Club applicant, Demos, Mandy the Clown Gaffer. They're going by very fast. Dale is the Bumblebee Bat Wrangler. Hawks is Bumblebee, another one. Video Procrastinator. Charlie's Treat Provider, Vicky. Gives one Professional Stamp Licker. Locust, Still the Plant Manager, Esquire. And we'll end with Steve in Toronto, the Pizza Topping Coordinator. All right, chat room, this was great fun. See you tomorrow night for 2001. Show 2001. I mean, seriously, it's one of the longest running podcasts in the world since 2006. Okay, I got to find my very clever, very professional fade out where I just, how do they do that? And they do that like that. And then the music fades, and then I scramble to find where the heck is the thing for the announcer. And then this, even the voice